Let's write a C program to find sum of squares of digits of a user entered number. If user enters a number 1, 2, 3, then we fetch the individual digits of this number, square it and add it. In this case, 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square is 14. So 14 is the result. So the logic is we do num modulo division 10, by which we fetch individual digits from right. To square it, we multiply it with the same logic, that is num modulo division 10. So this gives square of individual digits. To reduce the number, we write num division 10. So we iterate through these two logics to get the final results. So let's write the code. I'll take an integer variable num. I'll ask the user to enter a positive integer number. And store it inside the address of integer variable scanf. Store it inside the address of integer variable num. So let me call the function inside printf itself. So I'll write sum of squares of digits of percentage d is percentage d. So the first percentage d is of that original number, and the last percentage d is the result returned by our function square, to which we pass the user entered number. So that's it for main method. Let me copy this and define this function square. So it needs to return integer value, so its return type should be integer. It also takes an argument of type int, so I'm taking int num. So this num is local to main method and this num is local to square method. If we modify num inside square, it won't reflect inside main method. We need to return the value. Okay, with that, let me write the logic. So what can be the logic? So first we need to return something to the main method, you know that. So let me write return. Okay, so next we need to have a recursive call. So let me copy this and paste it inside the return. So we need to reduce the value of num, we know that. So I'll write num division 10. So it reduces number one by one from right. Okay, divide 1, 2, 3 by 10 3 times and you will get 3, 2 and 1. So now let me add that result to remainder of num modulo 10, which fetches individual digits from right. That is, in 1, 2, 3 it will fetch 3, 2 and 1. We need to square it, right, the individual digits. So I'll multiply this with the same thing, that is num modulo division 10. I'll write 2 times. So that would give square of the individual digits, and then add it to the square of num division 10. So the base condition is once num is equal to 0, return 0. Since we have addition operator here, it doesn't matter, that 0 part gets ignored. So let me compile and run this. I'll give 1 to 3 itself. Its result should be 14. Sum of squares of digits of 1 to 3 is 14. 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9. So 9 plus 4 plus 1 is 13 plus 1 is 14. Yeah, that's right. So let me explain this logic once again. So let me copy the entire code here and explain the code with an example. So let me align this properly so that you can see the entire code. It shouldn't confuse you. So I guess this is okay. If user enters num values 1, 2, 3. So main method calls the square function and passes 1, 2, 3 to it. So 1, 2, 3 is not equal to 0. So this line of code gets executed. So substitute the value of num by 1, 2, 3 everywhere here too. So what's the result of 1, 2, 3 modulo division 10? It fetches the last digit in that number, which is 3. So replace this with 3. Replace it with 3 as well. And 1, 2, 3 division 10 removes the last digit, that is 3. So result will be 12. So what is 3 into 3? It's 9. So replace it with 9. So that's it. So this is recursive call once again, square of 12. So new value of num is 12 now. So let me write that for clarity purpose. So recursively call this function. 12 is not equal to 0. So again this line of code gets executed. So replace the value of num by 12. So again 12 modulo division 10 fetches the last digit in that number, which is 2. 12 division 10 removes last digit, so remaining is 1. 2 into 2 is 4. So again recursive call square of 1, so new number of num is 1. So num is 1 now. Num is not equal to 0, so again this line of code gets executed. So let me replace the value of num by 1 now. So what is 1 modulo division 10? It's 1 itself. So replace it with 1. So what is 1 divided by 10? It's 0. So what is 1 into 1? It's 1. So num is 0. Again recursive call. Remember 1 is 0 now. So num is 0 here. So this line of code gets executed. It returns a value 0. So 0 will be returned to the calling function, which is square of 0. 0 is an integer, so it returns 0 to the calling function. 1 plus 0 is 1. So 1, the result will be returned to the calling function, which is square of 1. So 4 plus 1 is 5, which would be returned to the calling function, square of 12. So 9 plus 5 is 14, which would be returned to the calling function, which is square of 1, 2, 3, which is present inside main method. So all these instances of square and associated memory will be popped out of the stack, and finally the result will be displayed on the console window. That is, sum of squares of digits of 1, 2, 3 is 14 will remain on the console window. Okay, hope you understood this logic clearly. If not, please do watch this video once again. It's very simple. Okay, so many of you asked me to write this in a single line of code, so I'll use ternary operator here. So this is the syntax. So the condition is num is equal to 0 in that case. So let me write the same condition so that you can understand. I need not explain this once again. So return 0, else if num is not equal to 0, then return this code. That's it. Evaluate it and return the result. That's what it means. So that's how we do it in a single line using ternary operator or conditional operator. So before going further, let me check if it gives proper results. I'll give 1, 2, 3 itself. It should return 14 as the result, and it's working. So we can even use POW, that is power of built-in method. So let me show that to you. So first argument is base value, second argument is exponent. So POW is present inside math.h library file. Okay, this is base raised to 2, num modulo 10 raised to 2. So let me compile and run it. Once again, I'll give 1, 2, 3 to check the result. It should be 14 and it's working. So let me give 2103. Don't get confused, it's the same thing. We have 1, 2, 3 here, so the result should be 14 once again. Let me give a different number. I'll give maybe 4, 5, 6. So what's the result? 4 square is 16, plus 5 square is 25, 6 square is 36. So 4 square is 16, plus 5 square is 25, and 6 square is 36. 6 into 6 is 36, and the result is 77, and which is displayed here. So this is our program to find sum of squares of digits of user entered number. You could try it for sum of cubes of digits of user entered number. Please try it, and I'll explain that simple modification in our next program. So please visit the link present in the description section of this YouTube video for source code, notes and discussion about this topic. Stay subscribed to our YouTube channel and blog. Please share this video with your friends using WhatsApp, Telegram, WeChat, maybe LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, etc. And please do not forget to like this video on YouTube. Thank you.